Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Dave. How are you? Anything for you? Well, I know what you did. You still
Really?
Dave, you know.
You validated it.
You did.
That's a problem. Coming from a bus driver, that's more of a threat, though, unfortunately. Yeah.
This is true.
Couple items for you guys tonight. One, we finally have all the paperwork we need, or the vast majority of paperwork we need from our friends over at Kramer Trucking and Excavating to close out Mouse Drive. And by doing that, we'll start our 2-year warranty period. Nothing but good news on that one. Almost $14,000 on the budget from what we did. So.
And they did a run.
They did. I would say I'm certainly happy with it. And I hope you guys aren't hearing any problems over there at this point. So.
Also, tell me a lot about how happy they are about this. Have you heard anything? No.
And at that point, that's what we take for positive, is if we don't hear negative, because some positives just don't come back from.
Well, it's all right. Anyone said anything to me is they had parked their truck and somebody's property that's vacant over there, and I said, well, if you had called, we would have taken care of it. But I can't fix it now.
Right.
But that's the worst thing.
I'll take that every time. Yeah, even the ruts from the spring grew back in pretty nice. Like I said, MnDOT's happy with the work in the ditch, and to make them happy is never easy. So at that point, whether the contractor was extremely responsive or not, they did a good job, and that's what we're looking for. So from you guys this evening, we need to award or consider final payment for the contract. Like I said, that'll kick off the 2-year warranty period, which point out to correct any deficiencies that were caused by the work. Honestly, if there were going to be some, we've probably seen them already, but you never know. So you got 2 years from basically this evening to hold Kramer in, hold them responsible for any warranty work that would come up. So like I said, I don't see anything happening, but still a safety blanket that's there for us, and I think that's a good deal. So.
Any questions if we make a motion to pay that? I'll make a motion to final payment. Okay, I have a motion to pay. Do I have a second to pay Kramer? For a moment, any further discussion? If not, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And that is pretty much the final action we need on Mouse Drive. So consider that one shut down here, and everything will be wrapped up on our end. As soon as we get one more piece of paper from the contractor, we'll actually hold that check until we get that. But it's a formality. It shouldn't be a big deal for them. So their surety company should never be disappointed to close out a project. So it's just a matter of them doing the paperwork. So. Other item I have for you is also somewhat good news. I'm sure Nicole's passed along that USDA said we could use our remaining grant funds on our lift station. So that is a huge positive. Let's use those things up and not send them back to Washington. So in order to do that, it's time for us to do a design project on that, get it into rural development with a plan of building it, hopefully bidding in September, October, and starting work mid-October would be ideal for us. It honestly shouldn't be that terribly long period of time to do the work, a couple of weeks. So anything can be done this fall. We'll be looking at seeding in the spring for sure. I can tell you that right now, that always happens to us. But on a small site like that, that's just fine. We can deal with that, especially as city park is out of this yard. So that's the plan. Another added benefit of this, we will tie the water plant in with the emergency backup generator. It's identified in one of the plans that the city put together, will have protection that a backup generator is supposed to provide for the water plant. We'll do that and let the USDA help for us pay it. So that's included in this as well. So it's
Good news. So far, so good.
yeah. Well, good news is a relative term. It's still going to cost a lot of money.
Some library funding in on this.
I actually sent an email to Heidi in my office while they were up front asking about Heidi funding or library funding from Heidi. So. Especially if there is legacy funds out there. We've had some pretty good luck with legacy funds, more associated with trails and sewer projects, especially in Voyageurs National Park. But I don't know, and Heidi will know. So yes. So that happened while they were talking, so we'll see what Mike gets back to me on, so.
I was thinking, yeah, well, thank you.
Yep. So, yeah, at this point, I'm looking for, what this is actually an amendment to our original contract that we signed with you guys in 2009. Because it's all the same funding source. It's just an amendment to that contract in the amount that it'll take to design the lift station. And this also provides a full-time inspector during that construction, which is required by ESC as well, so.
Okay. So we need a motion to amend
Yep.
the previous.
Yep, so the Exhibit K of the amendment number 2 to the owner-engineer agreement with USDA, this has been approved by USDA, and I will tell you that is not a small feat to get engineering agreements through them approved, but they did approve this one, so, so yeah, everything's good on their end, so it's just up to you guys if, you'll finish off the agreement here, we'll get going on it right away. As a matter of fact, we'll probably have survey crews out, if not really this week, next week, so.
Okay. Do we have a motion on the table, or can you make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve that.
We have a motion from Kate. Do I have a second? Second from Dawn. Is there any further discussion? No? If not, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
That's what I need, now we're off to the races.
And come back with some more library news for us.
Library funding is the next thing on the priority list.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, and the fact that you guys are open to either, I'm not gonna use the word renovation and city hall at the same time, because I know that that's not consistent too. But the fact that you guys are open to organization and also a new facility, that's gonna do nothing but flexibility is fantastic, so. Heidi's a pretty good resource when it comes to that, she knows those programs, so.
She does.
Once it's in our list, and you know, we also have lobbyists that we employ through our company that do their share too, so.
Awesome. We appreciate your donation to Kimball too.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Always appreciate it.
not a problem. Anything else from you guys?
No, thank you
All right.
very much.
Thank you.
Okay, police department, Tim, you're on.
Can I ask a question about the report? So I know we do business checks. Do we leave anything for them that we did that check? Or
No, we just hold and check the doors, see if
Yeah.
everything's the same old.
I was just gonna ask if I had seen something in Foley that they had for the bank, that they had left, that they had done a security check. And so as a security officer, I was like, oh, that's nice to have. And I don't know, I just didn't know they did that. So I saw that, I didn't know we did that.
I actually, looks like Ashley County friendly, so the guys,
Yeah,
garage total, absolutely. I've had that happen.
but we do mark it down as a business check of
Yeah. I was just curious because I
name
thought,
box,
it was,
but we don't leave anything but I. But it gets you out of the car and stretch and walk.
Good idea, Jason. Are you gonna introduce this?
Oh, yeah, I just,
Because I never.
sorry, it was.
well, that's all right. I don't know, this, Tom, come
Come
on.
on up here. I hear a lot about you, but I've never met you.
It's Tom Fred. Free? Fred. Yes. This is Tom, this is Nicole and Aaron
Oh.
and Paula and Tammy and Eric and Megan. I didn't even look at them. Yeah, exactly. I got a good curfew vision. But yes, these are, we hired him part-time, absolutely. Awesome. Comes with really good background and, I want to introduce you to these guys. And I know it's not on the agenda, but because of the retirement and Jason will be stepping up on the 1st of September, and I have not written out my retirement paper, but everything's still a goal. And I would like to offer Tom the full-time position when, on September 1st, when Jason goes up to the Chiefs, and then he could just slip into a full-time position, so we have that covered. And he's willing to do that. He accepted that just through talk, but I want to bring it in front of the council, and if it could get approved, if I could have it, whatever, bring it up and have that full-time position filled because of what's happening towards the end of the council meeting.
Should we do that tonight, or should we?
Your replacement chief is okay with this? Because it will be up to the new chief.
Yes.
to do the hiring.
We've
We all, yeah, we need to talk about it, so.
and they're working with the schedule. Yeah, it's going, but we want to make sure this,
Well, I want what's best for the city, and I trust your opinion, and I've heard nothing but positive things about Tom. Never gets to meet him, but not
Yeah.
yet. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. I mean, do you have any questions for me? I know you said you work in Foley, or I'm actually a police officer in Foley. So I'm the one that leaves those little pink
Well, we
notes.
appreciate it. I think so.
He knows all about your things.
Just don't come see him at the bank and at Falcon, so.
Spend a lot of time at Falcon.
I know. Sounds like you're wrong.
that's good.
I do have a question for you. I know, Jim talked about you previously that you have a few various part-time jobs, would you
Yep.
possibly?
Those have already started to go down. I'm in school, so I work. So technically, I work for 4 different police departments currently: City of Foley, Kimball, City of Silver Bay, and University of Minnesota Duluth. Silver Bay and University of Minnesota Duluth are going to drop off slowly as soon as they transition into their new people, because my one job, Centric Care Health, out of Monticello, I work as an EMT. They're helping me go to school to become a paramedic. So I'm in paramedic school during the day for 3 days.
And
So
that's a part-time position.
that's a part-time position. I'm considered a .6, so it's 48 hours every 2 weeks. And actually, the way we look at it, my schedule fits in perfect with Jason's current schedule. So we moved me into Jason's schedule, and then I would be able to continue. So I wouldn't have to pay Centric Care back a lot of money.
And the big thing too is that you don't have to pay the insurance for an employee, any of the insurance.
So I get my health insurance and dental through Centric Care.
And he plans on staying there. Because of the schooling I would do. And yeah, he's the Silver Bay, and I don't know, probably, I don't know if you're staying on their roster or not, but this would be primary, well, it has to be primary. So that was one of the questions, how you want to handle it, if you think it's a good idea. I think it's awesome, we talked about it already.
It's a good fit.
Yeah,
Awesome. I like hearing that. I like that way. So, does anyone want to make a motion? Do you have a concern?
I'll make a motion.
but, okay, the other thing too is his pay. I know,
Okay, we can, let's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's
Okay.
finish this, and we can talk about that.
Was that gonna have to be going in the motion? Okay, or just?
from part-time to full-time,
Right.
different pay scale.
And could that be up to the personnel committee to discuss that later date?
We're gonna be going through, we're gonna be doing their evaluations again, and talking raises again next year. Sure.
Or September 1, right? Effective date would be September 1.
Yeah. And he's gonna be filling in a lot of positions, days now.
Why don't we finish the motion, and you can add that to your motion, with the wage.
To be determined, but, all right. I make a motion to hire John Freed as of
Used to.
With wages being left up to the personnel committee. But it will be dealt with before September 1.
A motion on the table, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Kate, is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kimball.
I'll watch for you when you come into Foley.
We go to speed right now, man.
Okay, now, the next thing, still with the employee and part-time. We still have Kevin, he works very seldom because of his job. And we'll have 3 openings, we'll have a full-time and 2 part-time openings. I mean, from our roster that we've had in the past. Hopefully that we can keep 3 full-timers after I'm gone. If they can get another full-timer, if that sounds good, I think it shouldn't change. And then, but right now, you know, Tom will be start the full-time September 1st, and then we'll work on the 3 part-timers, and then out of those 3 part-timers, we could, if one of those really want the full-time job, we can discuss it at that time, and we can see how they fit in.
How many part-time do you have right now?
Well, 2 with Tom and Kevin.
So you're saying there's 3 positions?
There will be,
3 part-time?
yes. There's,
We'd really like to have him because he's willing to work a lot of nights that we need him, right?
Yes.
Am I understanding with your new schedule? Well, when he's on full-time, we're still gonna need a few fillers. And Kevin can do 1 or 2 a month,
yeah,
possibly, no more than that.
but
So,
whatever we decide, whatever we
we'll be
decide,
maxing a number of days per month that they would.
because I talked to Kevin now, because of the schedule with the 2 full-time, they're gonna, when Tom comes on full-time, he'll do how they do their schedule, how we're doing the schedule now, but I think a flip-flop. I think that's what we talked about. And then Kevin can work more weekends, because the weekends that he doesn't have his kids are the weekends that we're always being filled by the full-time. Did that make sense? So if we at least get 2 part-time in going here in the next month or so, if needed, I would stay past September 1st. He'd still be taken over, but I'd stay past and we'd work on training, hiring. However, if it works out, if it works, you know, we find somebody that has the background in training and is really good, that we don't have to do a lot of training on. It's a lot of ifs. But I need to know if we can go with looking into the part-time hiring again. And then one of those 2 or 3 would turn full-time unless we put it in a post and leave cities for full-time again. That's a lot, I said. I hope it makes someone come in with a little bit of sense. I know it's nonsense.
You can get up here and talk to him, you got a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Jim's saying is just that we're gonna need to obviously fill spots. So either we gotta go out and look for them and get them hired before you leave, because it's gonna be a lot on just Tom and I.
Right.
So, you'd like to do,
Even with Kevin.
right, with
You
Kevin,
can fill in a little extra because of the weekend shift.
it's gonna be a lot, especially with the training that I wanna implement. So, because we're gonna go to an FTO program actually with phases and things. So, it's gonna be a lot for just me to handle with Tom and, you know, working all these. So having Jim with us, it's gonna help. So the sooner we can get that process going to get new hires in here, better for us. So I guess, is that what you're looking for, Jim? See if we can get, if it's gonna be, if we can post it on post board, looking for 2?
Well, 3, we have 3.
Yeah, looking
Now,
for 3
since he's gonna
part-timers.
go full-time, we'll have 3 part-time.
Yeah,
employees.
for now. And then out of those 3, hopefully we can pick one to go to full-time.
Full-time.
And then our rosters will be filled.
Well, we have 3 openings.
Yeah.
On our roster that we've
One
always-
full-time, 2 part. So, that'd be perfect.
So that's, if we start looking into that whole stuff.
It's just getting hard to get word of mouth out there. I mean, compared to putting it out there, plus getting word of mouth, then we can have a little bit more applicants to look through.
Well, I think we need to trust them. to do
That's what I was
what
just
they
saying,
wanna
I don't
do
necessarily
here.
know that motion is.
I don't know.
My opinion as well, would be, that's what you need, that, I trust
You
that,
guys,
you know, we need.
get this figured out amongst yourselves, because if there's any little change here coming up, and come back to us then,
Okay.
you know what you need. Obviously, you found a really good person here, and I trust you. I trust them, and sure we all do too.
Okay.
And we do have a couple of part-timers that look really good too, again, but we gotta still look into that.
I don't mind any what's best for the community, for the people that are being done.
If, okay, so like you said, the bottom line, but are we able to, or did I bring it up later about the 3rd full-time? Once I'm done, there'll be that full-time that we've got taken in. Granted, it's awesome that he doesn't have to, we don't have to pay health insurance for Tom. Makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You just put it in there.
So that's what I'm looking at, that's what I'm going to, that'll be with my notes here.
I was just looking for the partner coming up, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited.
and like I said, if it looks like they're gonna be able to handle it after September 1st, then I'll still be, I can still step down and I won't abandon him, but, or I'll stay a couple more weeks or 3, whatever. Right now, it sounds good.
Right.
It does.
It's moving well, but like I said, things are gonna change September 1st, so making sure the department is running and the city doesn't notice anything, that'd be probably the best.
Yeah.
Just so you see if it's moving right along.
So I want that.
Thank you. And, on a different note, I want to request some PTO hours this pay period, separate check, because I got a bill I got to pay for an attorney more. And I'm just going to request for 100 hours of that for this weekend, or this pay period. It's a personal deal. It's not vacation, there's nothing like that. But I have a letter from my attorney stating, so that I got here last Thursday. So it's part of my retirement stuff that I'm funding. That's what that is.
How much do you have right now?
130, 40. Huh? Yeah, around there, maybe a little bit more.
If Jason will, once in a while, he'll ask me if he doesn't really want to take off, because he needs some money. And we just came off
So
I'm just curious. I just didn't know as a city first what that looked like for you then to.
Mhm.
request.
And it's kind of weird, but I did get that. I need to put in my
So we
account for
should
it.
make a motion, because we never had a motion on it paid out, we paid out to Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a PTO.
Who approves it?
How do you
Who
know?
approves it?
Such as when they take vacation, I mean, we don't,
Sure.
I guess, we do know they're taking vacation, but sometimes they take it and it's before a council meeting. You know, I look at it as the same thing. So, are we watching the fine line here? Maybe we are, we need to change it. Maybe they need to put in a request for it.
Mhm.
Well, if someone comes to you and they need money, it's like, what do you do? You know, it's like PTO.
It's a weird thing. I did have it. That's why I brought the copy of the email.
You don't need it, Jim, you don't have to explain it to me. If it's something personal, I don't even know. I don't have to know.
I mean, if I wanted to cash out everything, I would say 130 whatever hours. Or retire end of September. And take all the time.
So the takeaway is, she's asking for, we may want to revisit the policy. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay,
Cool.
get it done. Anything
Anything
else?
else, First Chief?
Nope, and then when we get down to the personnel committee stuff, then we'll talk about that, or do you want to talk about it now?
No, we'll wait till we get to
Okay. Because Jason went to the Fairhaven meeting with Tom to introduce them over there.